I finally ran my first full marathon. Almost 2 weeks ago now, I ran my first full marathon at the Royal Victoria Marathon in Victoria, BC. If you know me or you've been following me for a little bit, you might know that I had actually tried to run a marathon back in May at the BMO Vancouver Marathon, and unfortunately, I DNF'd. I've had my DNF bib in my room looming over me since May. So completing the marathon has been on my mind for a really long time. I thought about it for 18 weeks as I was prepping for the BMO Vancouver Marathon. And then I thought about it for another 18 weeks as I was prepping for this marathon. Crossing that finish line the other week was a really huge weight lifted off of my shoulders. So I wanted to talk just a little bit about how it was on race day and how I'm feeling now to have achieved this goal that I've been thinking about for a really long time. If you saw my videos the other week, you would know that I unfortunately got sick at the beginning of race week. So every race I do, something happens, something comes up, I get sick, and I'm still learning to roll with the punches, but especially on race week, getting sick is just as frustrating of a punch as they come, honestly. On race day morning, I was still sick, my heart rate was really elevated, and I did not have a good sleep the night prior. If you're like me and you care about Garmin sleep score, my sleep score was 44 out of 100, which is really shit. So going into the race in not my best form, my goal was purely to finish. And I did that. And if I'm being honest, it was incredibly difficult. The first half of the race honestly went pretty decent. I was running pretty strong. I didn't have any nagging pains and I was feeling all right, but then it started to pour around the halfway mark and I started getting really cold and it kind of just went downhill from there. I started to walk a lot, which went against my best judgment. When you start walking, your legs kind of tense up, and everything just got exponentially harder. So I was cold, I was wet, I was walking, and the second half of the race was just a grind. At that point, it really didn't feel like a race anymore. It just felt like kind of a life or death, I need to finish this situation.